Hello, everybody. If you clicked on this video, you're probably here for the egg hunt. So, to give a little rundown of what we're going to do is I'm going to show 80 of the 100 eggs. I do this because I don't want to give people a unfair advantage for the people that found the 100 eggs on their own, as there is a giveaway you can join if you find all the 100 eggs, and I found that a little bit unfair. So I marked down all the locations. I will show all the locations, but the ones in red are ones that I won't show the exact location of, and you can find them on your own. You can still use the map, but I won't show the exact location. So if you want to go to the egg hunt, you do warp and an egg hunt. You have two areas, egg hunt 1 and egg hunt 2. In egg hunt 1, you will find 38 eggs, and in egg hunt 2, you will find 62. In egg hunt 1, what I would recommend is to do either start with 1 or start with 2. 1 is a little bit easier than 2. And check that, because if you do egg hunt, you can check your progress. I found all the eggs on Union already, but you can check your progress. But you can't check your progress for every area specific. So if you do both at the same time, you're going to be utterly confused as to where the egg that you are missing is. Because if you have, for example, let's say 70 eggs and you did both at the same time, those eggs could be literally anywhere, and you're going to search for a very long time to figure out where they are. Also, other commands to look out for is claim and a percentage. You can claim 5 times for a type of percentage that you have. So for 20x, 40x, 60x, 80x, and 100x. There's also a shop at which you can buy stuff with the amount of eggs that you found. So to start out, what does an egg look like? It's a little head. Look at that. That's your egg. That's what you're looking for. And it can be hidden all over the map. This is egg hunt 1 where we're going to start. So this is your first one. When you walk out, you have the second one right here. Then you will find one outside there. We're going to skip that one for now. And we're going right here. So, second point, which I advise, is for you to have a flying mon. Preferably a smaller one that's easier to maneuver. So I chose Butterfree in this case. Also, make sure that both your hand and your offhand are empty when you ride your mon. Ooh, there we go. It's a little bit hard, and that just dropped me off. Funny. Let's go. Let me. Thank you. Then there's one right here. Be aware that this can be opened and closed. So it could be hidden. That goes for the other eggs as well. So do keep that in mind. And boop. And I cannot jump. Wait, do we have double jump with that? Yeah, we do. It was disabled for a while. There we go. Then we go inside here. And down here. And here we have another egg. Once again, trapdoor. Be mindful of that. But look at that. Your next egg. And then down here. This is a tricky one. There it is. So, for some eggs, like I said, they can be anywhere, and some eggs are better hidden than others. So, be aware for that if you are looking for the other eggs. There is also another egg in this area. So, that is one that I'm not going to show, but be aware that there is another one in this area. And then we're going back up. And back here. Over the bridge. Also, you can double jump here, but fly is disabled in this area. Then we'll have one right here in the corner. So that's the one here. Then I would advise going to the 8 one, which is here. In the pillar. Nice and cozy. And then we have one here. Go into the house. And upstairs we go. And it should be right there. There's your next egg. Click on the feet. Yes. Then there is also one right here. Look at the beautiful egg. Once again, there is another one in this area, so look out for that. The next one I would go to is either go for 14, 13, 12, or go to 12 first. It's whatever you prefer. And turn around. And there's your next egg, number 12. And then we go all the way here. And there's number 13. 14 you will find here in the tree. Number 14. Then we go to number 15, which is in this house. Boop. 15. Then we will go all the way over here, which is one of the further eggs. Once again, you can see another egg right there. We'll get to that, but you can pick up that egg whenever you want. Here you have number 16. Number 17 is in this area, and one of the eggs that I'm not going to show, as well as one here in the corner, which is 38. I'm also not going to show that one. So we're going to pass here. And over here. Look at that. Number 18. And then we go one up. And there you have your number 19. 20. Stay up in the air. Land. And here you have your number 20. Right here. Then 21. There are two in this area, from which I'm going to show only one. But if you go right here, into the house, you have one right under the bed. Nice and cozy. Forget putting your teeth under your on your cushion. Take a Easter egg. It's much more fun. Okay, so 24 and 25 are almost at the same location. 24, 25. Don't forget that top one. It's easy to miss. And then we go around here. And here we have another harder one. And I can't seem to find it correctly because of the shaders, but look at that. That's your egg. I will put the shaders off. There's your egg. Maybe I keep it off actually. So then the next one, right here, in the tree, your next egg. And then we are already at 26. 27, also pretty easy to spot. 27, right up there. Then we go outside again, around the building. And here you have your next one, 28. 29 we're going to skip, but we are going to 30, which is right here. Once again, higher egg, but it's right there in the tree. So use your flying mon to get up there. And there you have your number 30. Then the next one is we're going back to that egg. So we're going to the egg hunt 1. And there we have that one egg that we found earlier. That's 31. Then we'll for a little swim. We go right over here. Drop down. And here you have 32. Once again, do a warp. And then we're going to this side of the island. And we swim for a little bit. And then you should find an opening right here. This is a little bit of a tedious one. So I'm going to skip over this. There is lava as well, so be mindful of that. But then you will find this little spot. And there's your next egg. 35. And you will have passed another egg, but I won't say exactly where it is. Once again, we're going to warp back. This time you're going to take your flying one. And we're going for the next egg, which is right here in the tree. And our last egg of today, the one right here. The ones that I have not shown are 38, 37, 17, 36, 22, 29, 6, and 10. Do keep in mind that this is my own order that I gave, but generally I try to keep a order in how I numbered the eggs. But that's egg hunt area 1. Do keep in mind that in this case, I would advise you to check your progress and look for the other eggs that are in this map right here before going to the next area, which we are going to do right now. I'm going to work egg hunt area 2. If you look at the egg hunt area 2, which is right here, there are a lot more marks. There are also a lot of marks in the beginning area. I'm only going to skip over one of those. So we have egg right here. And then we have another one right here. This is the starting area. Then we go upstairs. Oh, here we go. And behind here, you have our third egg. This one isn't easier to spot, especially for the ones that you can find here. It's one of the easier ones. Then we go downstairs. And you have one right under there. And one right here. This is what I meant when I said that the trapdoors can be closed, because look, it's right there. Closed, open. There's your egg. Then the next one we're going to look into is right here. Oop. And this one. There we go. Nice egg. Then we go up here. Right here. You have our next egg. And then we drop down. Be sure you have enough health when dropping down. But there is one right here. I could have let you search for this one as well, but I found that one a little bit hard to find as well myself. So there you go. 9 eggs in the spawn area itself. You will get stuck here, so warp back to the egg hunt. The area we're gonna do next is the area outside of here, from which almost all the eggs are found. I'm gonna show except for number 16. So we're going right here. And then you will find your first egg right here. Behind the heart. It's right there. Then the next one, double jump over the fence. Right there. And the next one, right there. Then we go into the greenhouse. And your fourth one will be right here. Then I would advise taking a flying mon. And then you have your next one right there, number 5. Ooh. Can I drop down, please? Hello? Yes. And there is another one right there. Then we're going around here to the opposite side. And you have an egg right there. Then we walk right here. And you'll find another egg under the bridge. And we go over the bridge to the other bridge. And another bridge. Past the car. Jump over. And there's your next egg. Beautiful, right? So we passed along this area right now. We're at dead egg. If you notice, we skipped over that one. So we're going to number 19. Number 19, right behind here, underneath the tree, beautiful spot. Hard to miss. Well, no, not hard to miss. Hard to miss if you don't look closely enough. Then we go to 21. 21 is a little bit more of a walk, but it is right here in the tree. Between all the apples, don't be mistaken, that is an egg. And another one right here. You can easily get to if you double jump. There is another one right here that I am not going to show, so we're going to 27. Right here. And then you have this little water area. Don't be mistaken, it's not here, it's right there. Oop. And this time you can jump out. Be mindful to take enough food, as you are going to be jumping around a lot, especially when looking for the missing ones. Then we're going inside. Then you have one right here in the corner. Beautiful little egg. And then we go up on your flying mon, go around, and there is your other egg. Nice, cozy, and you can see it on all sides. But the back one is the only one that's actually open, and you can click on it. Then we go down. You can already see it, but there's your next egg. That's number 31. And we're going to 32. Right here under the bridge is our number 32. There we go. Then we swim to the other side. And here you're going to find quite a lot of eggs. One is right here in the corner. And then we move around here. And behind the house, it's right there. Nice, nice spot for an egg. Then we go up and up. Stop here. And there you have your other. Number 35. And then I would advise going to this one first. I will show you in a second why. So here you have your egg. Then we're going to this one. 61. So we're gonna pass this house for now. We're going to the greenhouse, where you have one egg right here and the other one right here upstairs. Then we go back to the yellow house, because as you can see, there are two marks there that I am going to show. However, there is a trick in this yellow house. So we're going to the first one right here. Once again, mind the trapdoors. And there is another one outside. We're coming back here in a second. The other one should be right there. Don't be confused, they're pretty close together, but there is another one right there. Then we're going back here, because if you noticed, there is a button here. If you press it, we go all the way over here on the map. 39. And there's our 39 egg. There we go. And we're going back to the egg hunt because you are stuck there. Next one that we're going to is we're going to pass right there and then over there. So We're going to the center. And then before going to that house, we are going to the right. And then you'll find a lot of signs here. This is what you're looking for. And there's your egg. Once again, we go to the egg to the warp. And we go back. Double jump to make it a little bit faster. And then we go to this house where there is another egg right there. Then we're going to this bridge where there are no eggs. So don't worry, you don't have to find any here. We're going to start out right here by going inside. And then you find one egg in the center. Beautiful, easy to spot, nice. And another one right under here, a little bit harder to spot. Then we're going back around. As you can see, there are some more around here, which we're gonna pass. Don't be mistaken about this one. That's the balloon. That's where you just have been in by pressing the button. Then you have another egg right here, which is number 43. And then we're going up here to number 45. There we go. You can also use your flying mon if you find it easier. But there's your 45. Then we're going right around to 47. Here we go. And number 47 right there. Then next is 49. For that one, we are actually going to use our flying mon again. And we have another egg in the trees. Does it surprise it? Is that surprising? Not really. Then we go down. And we have one egg right there. Put the shaders off again. One egg right there. And one egg right there. Then we go back to the pink house and the red house. First, we're going to do the red house. One easy to spot, same place as the previous one in egg hunt area 1. And then we're going back around. Use your flying mon. And then we go right here. A little bit hard to maneuver there. Fly. And there we go. Another egg off the list. Then the next area we're going to is the pink house, which is right here. Beautiful purple line. Nothing here, but one more second. Not this house. No, not this house. The one we already passed. There we go. One egg right there. And the other egg behind. Right here. And then we still have this egg, which is right under there. Then I showed all the eggs except for these ones, which we're going to right now. This one I'm going to skip over because that's a red one, but this one I have not showed yet. So we go back. We can use our flying one to get there, or we can double jump there. It's not really matters much, but your preference. And then we go here. Little cave entrance right here. And we swim right here. And there we go. That's our last act. Or at least the last act that I'm going to show you guys. I hope this helps a little bit during the egg hunt. But like I said, there are still 20 eggs that are hidden. There are 8 eggs hidden in the first area that I have not shown. And there are another 12 eggs that I have marked red here. Once again, you can use this as a guide, but I won't show the exact locations as where the eggs are, and I hope you have fun finding them. And that was today's guide video. I hope you had fun. Have a nice day.